What's up, guys? Kevin Davis from kevinstrek.com here with another video to show you real quick how you can make your own, if you've got the equipment, or what you would need anyway, to make your own chains and clips so that you can do some chain lifting. If you've never tried it before, some people use bands as well for the varied resistance like that, but if you've never tried lifting with chains before, it's a fantastic workout. Really works the muscles hard because you have actually a resistance that varies as the muscle gets longer. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you first a couple of things here just to kind of show you what we're going to do. We're going to use one of the things we need, one of the main things here is I've got a Makita circular saw that is specifically designed, and just in case you're curious, this is the model 4131, specifically designed to cut metal. So when you see the guys up there doing the steel framing on big high-rises and stuff like that, that's one of the tools that they've developed for those guys to be able to use. You can cut right through a steel beam with this thing. For example, here, this is a piece of the same chain that we're going to be cutting today, and you can see how smoothly it actually left the end there, cutting right on through it. Okay, so you need something that is strong enough to cut through metal, through solid steel. Obviously, you could use hand saws and that sort of thing. It might take you forever to cut through there. This is just a much better way to do it if you're going to do more than one. And since I've developed, made these pieces for clients and to sell to people as well as for use in my own gym, I bought a saw that'll cut right through it. So you need the saw, you need a power cord. Definitely make sure that you've got your safety glasses. You're going to have those. You don't want any shards of metal shooting off into your eye. You need, obviously, your chain, which I'm going to got it kind of out of the view here, but I'm going to move the camera as we go to cut that. You're going to need a clamp and some kind of work surface. I just put a couple of sawhorses up with just a rectangular, just kind of shaped set of 2x4s that I've got set up specifically for cutting this kind of chain. It gives me the space in between for when I'm cutting them. Okay, the other thing that you're going to need once you've made the chain is you need some way to hang it on the bar when you're lifting. Of course, you could drape it over and try and get it centered or tie it around there somehow, but then you're going to need extra length of chain. If you're doing it that way, you need your chain longer. I cut the chain in about 7-foot pieces. Those are about between 15 and 20 pounds a piece. If it's a 6-foot piece, it's about 15 pounds, so I go a little bit heavier than that. The other thing that you can use, and this is really the best way to go, is if you get these clips, these hangers for the chain specifically, and I've got these. I got a welder that put them together for me, and can get sets of these out to you if you need some. Just let me know. But what you need for that is a piece of round steel, and you're just going to measure the inner diameter to make sure that it's the same as the outer diameter of your chain. And of course, you need a tapped hole there for a bolt that you can screw in. We just use a thumb bolt that you can screw in to hold it tight. And then you weld on just a solid, thin piece of steel bent at the end. Okay, and that'll hold your chain on for you. So that's the pieces that you're going to need to be able to use it. Okay. And I just wanted to show you another quick example here of what we've cut with this saw. You can see this piece of pipe, and just look how clean of a cut that made on the end there. Thing cuts through any kind of steel like it was nothing. So, and then of course you're going to need a pair of gloves. The steel, as you cut it, sometimes will fray off and have some sharp ends. So when you're doing this, make sure you wear safety glasses as well as gloves. All right. So let's get this thing set up and show you how fun it can be. I'm going to cut 2 sets of the chains real quick while we're at it. And just to show you here, let me get down where we can see the chain. Okay, there's the chain right there. And you can see I've got this red piece of string. It's actually the string that they give you if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever to tie onto the end of stuff when you're buying larger pieces of material. So I tie that just past the length that I want to mark so that I know where I'm going to be cutting. Then I take a clamp, like so, place it through one of the links to hold your chain nice and tight, because you don't want that thing jumping around when the saw hits it. You can end up getting yourself hit in the face, and that's not a lot of fun. So let's get that on there nice and tight. Chain's not going anywhere. Okay, grab your saw. Then you want to flip it over. Of course, the chain's got two sides you need to cut. As you can see, it fell, and there you have it. There's your new set of chain, and got the piece you cut.